Well, hi again, everybody, and welcome to Inside Golf. I'm Harry Donahue, and today we're at Lookaway Golf Club in Buckingham, Bucks County, for the annual Matthew Renk Foundation Tournament. Matt Renk was a junior high student when he died an untimely death of brain cancer a few years ago. His father, Dave Renk, is the golf course superintendent here at Lookaway, and along with his wife, Jackie, decided to begin the Matthew Renk Foundation. And here, the members at Lookaway have supported it now in its 7th year, raising more than $500,000 over the course of that time. We're going to meet the Renks. We're going to meet some of the board members here at Lookaway, and we'll take a look at this fantastic golf course. It's all coming up next here on Inside Golf. Inside Golf, now celebrating its 20th season, is presented by Destination Montco Golf. 54 courses, 300,000 yards. Check them out at montcogolf.com. By the First Tee of Philadelphia. The First Tee helps young men and women become better golfers, but most important, better people. Get involved. Visit thefirstteephiladelphia.org. By the Golf Association of Philadelphia, GAP, celebrating amateur golf since 1897. By Jersey Man Magazine, it's a Jersey way of life. And by Philly Man Magazine, bringing it to Broad Street. And by Inside Golf's partner since 1998, the Philadelphia Section PGA, experts in the game and business of golf. Take time to thank your local PGA golf professional.
Along with being stewards of the game of golf, your local PGA professional wears many hats.
We are teachers.
We are players.
We are managers.
We are merchandisers.
And community leaders.
But we all wear one badge.
PGA professionals are well-trained experts who work hard to share the joy of golf with our neighbors for over 90 years. To find your local PGA professional, visit phillypga.com. Brought to you by the Philadelphia section of the PGA.
We are the experts in the game and business of golf.
The First Tee of Greater Philadelphia, where golf is more than a game.
Welcome back to Inside Golf. We're at Lookaway in Bucks County, and we're here at the 7th annual Matthew Renk Foundation Tournament. And it's my pleasure to introduce the parents of Matt Renk. This is Dave Renk and Jackie Renk, and you are the two people responsible for getting this whole thing underway with the cooperation, of course, of your great membership here, Dave, at Lookaway. Tell me a little bit about Matthew Renk. You know, we talk about what he's responsible for now after his death. What was he like growing up, Jackie?
He was just such an old soul. He had a heart of gold, and anybody that came in contact with Matt, he just lit up a room. And to this day, people are still talking about of the type of person Matt was. He just would do anything for you. He was always wanted to help people and very caring and hugging you and kissing you. He was just such a great young man that just had it all at such a young age.
And Dave, as a superintendent here at Lookaway now for several years, actually, Matt was going to follow in your footsteps, right? Tell us about that.
He was. Matt really, really loved this industry. He grew up at 2.5 years old. We moved here to Lookaway, and he was on the golf course with me from day one, just going around. And then his career goal was to go to turf for turf, go to school for turf, and then become a golf course superintendent and follow my footsteps. Absolutely.
And his brother, who is his twin,
yes,
never seemed to be interested, and now he's taken it to a big level.
He's at definitely a big level. Tom, who's a twin brother of Matt, never really wanted to do golf at all. And then when Matt passed, we felt like he kind of wanted to follow in Matt's footsteps or give him some honor. And since then, he's worked at Pine Valley Marion, and he currently is an intern down at Augusta National. So we got him.
He's on his way.
Yeah. He is.
And it's funny, the legacy of Matt helps Tom And now Tom, I'm sure, inspired by what he saw from his father, but also from his brother about what work can do here at a golf course. Let's talk specifically now. 7 years, the foundation, and what you've done to help the families of pediatric brain cancer patients at CHOP, the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. Tell us a little bit about how it started and what it's accomplished, Jack.
Yeah, well, how we started is we actually started by selling the T-shirts Think Right, trying to get the word out, getting awareness of brain cancer, because children, it's the #1 leading cause of death for children under 20, brain cancer. It's pretty incredible. So actually we started by wearing the T-shirts and generating the awareness and, making my connection with CHOP, and that was the biggest, connection that we had. So we started with the Think Right Day and what have you, and then it just got, elevated to another level, and we trademarked the Think Right. And then from there, we started this golf tournament, and from the golf tournaments, that's where we generated money into giving back and helping the families. And in year 7, we've helped over 149 families.
149 families, and the total amount of money that's been generated just in 6 years, over $500,000.
Over $500,000 strictly from the golf tournament, yeah. So it's very, very great donations and support from the Lookaway membership and some of our communities. And even the Golf Course Superintendents Association of Philadelphia also helps out a lot. We got some of the vendors that we use, Turf Equipment Supply, Seat and Turf, Pocono Turf, also help us out in keeping the word out and getting some funds in to help our cause.
And actually, the money that goes to these families, like I said earlier, in order to qualify, a family has to have a child who has pediatric brain cancer being treated at CHOP. But it's not for their medical care so much. It is for non-medical care expenses, right?
Yes, it's mainly for other expenses. We can't subsidize their medical insurance. Some of these costs are astronomical. So there seems to be sometimes there's a void or a disconnect between what the medical bills can pay and what how a family is put out during this type of illness. Because a lot of patients, CHOP is so great. A lot of the families come from out of town, out of state, and they have to move in here. Somebody has to be off from work. So there's mortgages that have to be paid, gas, car payments that have to continue while your child is sick. And that's where we kind of fill that void in and help out with incremental amounts of money as needed. And it's all vetted through Children's Hospital Philadelphia. So we have a questionnaire for our foundation, and then they fill that out, and then CHOP will then send that to us, and then we go over it, and then we issue the funds accordingly.
Yeah, everything. There is a lot of paperwork involved, but with the cooperation of CHOP and your family, things get in motion. And like you say, over 150 families, more than $500,000 just from this tournament, coming from the members here at Lookaway. They're a special group, aren't they, Jack?
Oh yes, they've just been so, supportive year after year. I mean, 7 years into this, it's just incredible.
It is amazing. Thanks for sharing, a tough story about Matt, but what a legacy. And it all began with you guys, and it continues every year here at Lookaway. Job well done.
Thank you.
Is a testament to your character and will make our mission happen. Thank you so much, and have a terrific day. Chuck?
Every time I come to Lookaway, I say, where is Bill Waldman? I usually find him soon, because it seems like he's all over the place. Billy, great to see you again.
Harry, it is my pleasure to have you here today.
Big day, 7th annual Matthew Renk Foundation golf tournament. And you are the chairman of the tournament, right? So you're the man that really makes it happen.
Well, I have a lot of help to make it happen. We have tremendous volunteers, and our staff pitches in, and they just do a magnificent job.
We talked to Jackie and Dave Renk, found out a little bit about Matthew, the kind of boy he was, and talked about the foundation. I know you're very involved, not just here for this event, but also working with Children's Hospital of Philadelphia in who can qualify and the money distribution from this Renk Foundation event.
Well, first, it is the continued generosity of our members, and it's a testament to their character that make our mission happen. And our mission is to bring awareness to children's brain cancer, as well as providing emotional and financial help to individuals and families of individuals that are facing the same problems.
You know, I don't want to talk about this guy, not from a golf perspective, but a little background. He went to Germantown High back in the day. We won't give any years. Played against Wilt Chamberlain in a basketball game. And you have a photograph. It's a memorable photograph of you and the Big Dipper.
That is correct. The photograph shows the Big Dipper and I have a rebound, but he has me and the ball about 8 foot off the ground.
Well, Wilt had a size advantage over everybody, so don't feel bad.
Well, I wasn't sure who he was going to dunk, the ball or me.
And when people look at it, they say, hey, who's that guy with Bill Waldman? It turned out he was a pretty good basketball player, and you, my friend, are great and, shall I say, lover of the game, but also a lover of humanity. Thanks for everything you do.
Thank you so much for all you do.
Thank you. Bill Waldman here at Lookaway. Stay with us. A lot more to come here on Inside Golf of this great facility in Buckingham, Bucks County, Lookaway Golf Club.
Success requires hard work. No way around it. Realize timing is key. Be willing to push yourself. Stay in control. Trust technology to support you. My father once said, "Doesn't matter what you do in life, just be the best at it."
Welcome back to Inside Golf from Lookaway Golf Club. We're in Buckingham, Bucks County with 3 officers of Lookaway, longtime members, all 3 of them. A gentleman who's been on the show before is Harry Ferguson. Harry, it's always a pleasure to be back here, and especially
Harry to Harry, right?
to see you. Harry to Harry, that's a great double play combination, huh? Dave Jenkins. Dave is the membership chairman. That's always an important job here at Lookaway. And to my far right is Matt Ryder. And Matt is also an officer here. And I understand a pretty good player, Matt.
Yeah, pretty okay. But here it's mainly about being finance chair.
Finance chair. Okay, he's the dollar and cents guys. Let's talk to Harry Ferguson. Harry, you go back to the opening of the club. And how has Lookaway grown? I mean, you know, we used to say that it was a hidden gem here in Buckingham. It's not a hidden gem so much anymore, is it?
Well, it's interesting because it actually started in 1994. And
as an idea.
I remember my wife saying, "Why are you getting involved? We never see you." I said, "This will never happen." 5 years later, the doors opened. And I think it's probably exceeded all of our expectations. I don't think we envisioned this level of quality, service, generosity of the membership for an event like today. But I think it exceeded all our expectations.
And you guys set a high bar, right?
Yeah.
In terms of expectations, in terms of the golf course. I mean, you went out and
we
hired one of the foremost architects in the world.
But until it's built, the grass is grown in and you play it, you don't know. And I think the golf course has exceeded expectations. I think our clubhouse has been wonderful to us. And I think that's a large part of why our membership continues to grow.
Talking about membership, the gentleman to your right, Dave Jenkins, has his hand on the pulse of membership. And Dave, you know, you get around, we all get around. We know some of the buzz in the golf world is that maybe the game is not as popular as it was for various reasons. Economics is one of them. Time, people's commitment to families. How about your experience here at Lookaway?
Well, I think one of the most important parts is our community. I think we have a nice community, and there's enough golfers in that community to support a club like this. Like Harry said, the product really sells itself when people come out and take a look. And then we strive for a service model second to none. I mean, that's kind of something we really work hard about. We bring guests here and prospective members, and I have to say, they really leave loving the golf course, but also saying everybody was so nice, everybody was accommodating. And I think that goes a long way. And that's a testament to the continued efforts to make sure the club itself, whether it's the golf course or the service model, we just don't let up. We just make sure we have a good offering.
You talk about families, that includes juniors, but also gender equality when it comes to playing golf.
Yes, one of the important points is we don't have a ladies' day. We don't have ladies' restricted times or anything like that. As long as you can keep up with the group in front of you, we have you go out and play. So we do have a strong ladies group here. I think it's a fair statement. And what we do when we have a new family come out and see us, we make sure if there is a lady golfer that they talk to the lady group or members of the ladies golfing group and get a feel for what it's like.
Matt, I was never good in school at math, so I don't want to talk about numbers with you, even though you're the finance guy. I want to talk golf. What's your favorite part of being a member? Forget about being an officer, if that's possible, because I know you're always thinking about the club from that perspective. But just as a member, what's the favorite parts of being a member for you here at Lookaway?
Well, it's the facility itself, right? I mean, the whole thing is that this is a golfer's golf club, from the design, the Reese Jones layout, from the quality of the maintenance, from the practice facility, from the facilities that we have in the locker room. There's no pool, there's no tennis. If you play golf in Bucks County, this is where you want to be.
Harry, I want to get back to something you talk about, the generosity of the members. The Renks touched on it earlier, and we're going to, be seeing these guys today for a 7th straight year come up here and support this Renk Foundation. But it's not the only thing that they support.
No, we support the Jaywood Platt Caddy Scholarship Fund. It's a very generous group of members.
Well, being led by guys who are capable like yourselves, I want to thank Harry, I want to thank Dave and Matt for joining us. We'll be back. More of Inside Golf coming up from Lookaway. Stay with us. You're in for a treat here, folks. Stay with us. More to come from Lookaway, but it wouldn't be Inside Golf without our teed-off panel. Next.
Would have still been rolling. Yeah.
And he would have had one less major. Welcome back. Inside Golf continues with our teed-off panel. Today, we come to you from the Bluebell Inn in Montgomery County, right on Skippack Pike. You know the spot. And it's open for lunches starting at 11:30 a.m. right through for dinners. And it is the perfect spot to celebrate after a great round of golf. And these guys know what I'm talking about. Lunch, dinner, family, get together, drink with friends, happy hour. Visit bluebellinn.com or call 215-646-2010. Get a look at the menu, make your reservations. All right, our panel today, Bob Shepard is back.
Yep. Thank you, Harry.
Philadelphia area PGA professional and big-time contributor to Teed Off and Inside Golf. From Philly.com, Philadelphia Daily News, Philadelphia Inquirer, Mike Kern.
He's had more good rounds than me. So has Joe, actually.
Yeah, but,
I've had my moments.
Every time you teed off, Mike, you think maybe today's the day.
Maybe it could always be the day.
That's it. You're only as good as your next shot in this game.
That is correct.
Forget the last shot. And Joe Logan, he's had a lot of shots. Joe Logan from myphillygolf.com. He's just back from Montana. Did you play any golf in Montana?
Not a bit. Kayaked, no golf.
So you didn't see any great 17th holes? Because that's what we're going to be talking about today.
I did ride by one golf course.
Did you? You didn't know if it was 1 or 17, you didn't know what it was. All right, Shep, the recent PGA Championship, Quail Hollow this year, they got a 17th hole that over water, about 223 to the middle.
Right.
From back where they tee it off. Pin was dead left, and the eventual winner, Justin Thomas, I think he picked up a 7-iron, said, I'm going for this thing. Bingo. And he did it. A lot of guys bailing out, going over maybe, or leaving themselves a 40-foot
There's also water left and behind.
Yeah.
Let's remember that too.
Yeah, it's sort of like, it's not
a peninsula. I think they call it a peninsula.
A peninsula. It's good geography.
Yeah,
right
how
there.
about that?
You call it dangerous.
They call it dangerous.
Now the
they
other,
call it a double bogey on my scorecard, but
as long as you stay out of the water, right?
Play good.
The other great 17th hole that comes to mind on tour every year down at Sawgrass, TPC, number 17, the Island Green. Not as long.
Nope.
Can play maybe only 110 yards sometimes, right? But you come up there with a one-shot lead or needing birdie, pretty tough hole, both of them, right? What's your, how would you analyze it when you'd say compare those two?
Well, I tell you, the trick to all these holes is the amount of pressure. 17th is a pressure part of the course. I mean, when you're, especially if you're talking about the TPC, you're coming down 16 and you're looking over at 17. So you're actually playing 17.
And 18's a harder hole.
And a harder hole coming up. So you're actually playing 17 before you get there, in your mind anyhow. So that's a toughie there. But you've got so many good 17th holes at Marion, 17th at Marion. You got the Pebble Beach. How's Pebble Beach look for a hard finishing hole? So there's a lot of them around. The Troon, one of the greatest golf courses in the world, that's also on display, so to speak, in your mind while you're playing. You know, you're going down and you're contemplating all these different par threes.
So what I wanted to get at, though, but from a strategical standpoint,
right?
Justin, were you surprised? I think he had a 2-shot lead, and he was going for the pin.
Going for the pin, right? These guys, they're pretty much pure gut. You know, it's a pure gut deal.
That's a lot of confidence.
A lot of
Sometimes
confidence.
it's about where you don't miss.
Right.
It's not so much about hitting a great shot. It's about not hitting that shot that leads to the 5, you know, or whatever. And I think sometimes that's what they're thinking too.
Exactly.
Okay,
yeah.
you've played TPC Sawgrass.
I have.
Okay. I don't know. Have you played 17 at Quail Hollow?
No.
Okay. But if you were in the same spot as Justin Thomas, is that how you, or with a 2-shot lead, what hole between those two would you rather have a 2-shot lead going to?
I would say Sawgrass. I'm probably crazy to say that. My theory about golf is you can ask a recreational player to either hit it straight or hit it long, but not both on the same shot. And I think TPC, the 17th, is a big green, and I have hit that. Not with a 2-shot lead in the Players' Championship, but I have hit
If I go to the TPC, I'm playing an 8-iron maybe, let's say now. I probably would have played, but I've been on that green twice. I played it twice, because to an average golfer, it doesn't, but if you give an average golfer a 200-yard shot, all of a sudden I got, like, driver in my hand or
that's
whatever.
what I was going to say.
Yeah.
They're not hitting a high iron in there.
Right. No.
Okay, Bob, you touched on Marion 17th. I know that's a very popular choice, but any other local holes?
The first one I thought of immediately was Marion 17th, but then when you mentioned Pebble Beach's 17th, I've had the pleasure of playing that several times too, and I'm telling you, but there's Marion 17th, I mean, you can make a 5 there without blinking.
Sure.
First 2 times I played it, I actually parred it from not on the green. So I don't want, to like use up my luck because it's probably over.
It's not an island green, but it's sort of an island green.
Pebble Beach's 17th twice, once out of the back bunker. That was
And a
another
lot
life.
depends, too, on the wind direction there and strength of it,
sitting
right?
there and you're looking at this hole where it's out there.
Nicholas, 2-iron?
2-iron.
Off the flagstick?
And do we know the yardage?
Might have been a
that
1-iron.
I don't know what that yardage was, but they've only got the yardage now like at 208 or something. And I know there's another tee back there.
Oh, yeah.
It's got to be 235.
Tom
Watson.
Chips in.
God.
Out of the high grass.
What was it, Kikuya or whatever that grass is?
That ball would have still been rolling
Yeah.
if that didn't hit the
And he
cup.
would have had one less major. How about you? Local
Well, you
17.
said local. The other really long par 3 local that comes to mind is Raven's Claw. Have you ever played that?
I
It's about a
have not.
248 or something.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I lay up. It's like a layup hole for me.
Right. Designed by a local guy, Ed Sheeran.
Yes.
That is a beast of a par 3.
Any
17.
surrounded by bunkers? Any other hazards?
It's got a mound. It's got trouble right.
Yes.
It's got a bunker, front right.
Okay.
But I hit 3-wood and don't get there. I don't hit driver because, I'll hit the ball in the woods or something.
Actually, to play for duffers like us is 7-iron, like a wedge, and you hope you 2-putt.
If you hit a driver into the woods, you need a lesson from Bob Shepard.
Yeah, that's
He'll
right.
straighten that baby out.
Yeah.
Huh? All right, we're talking 17th hole, and we'll be back with more of Inside Golf in just a moment. Located in Bluebell, just a short drive from Plymouth Meeting, Bluestone Country Club offers a setting that's close at hand but feels like a world away. Bluestone offers a championship caliber golf course, practice facilities including a large driving range, separate chipping and putting areas, and a staff of PGA professionals. At the Country House at Bluestone, you'll find excellent food, superb service, and an outstanding setting. Their expert staff will assist in planning your next event, whether it's a wedding or simply a luncheon, dinner, or cocktail party. Check out Bluestone's variety of membership options. Much more than a golf course, Bluestone is a community. Hey viewers of Inside Golf, have you heard about Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine? Published by ex-Eagles and Philadelphia Stars tight end Ken Dunnick, these magazines offer the very best in content on subjects of interest to men. Writers include Glenn Macnell, Bill Line, and George Anastasia. And you can increase your business by attending our monthly private parties as an advertiser. Call 856-912-4007 or email ken@jerseymanmagazine.com for more information.
Along with being stewards of the game of golf, your local PGA professional wears many hats.
We are teachers.
We are players.
We are managers.
We are merchandisers.
And community leaders.
But we all wear one badge.
PGA professionals are well-trained experts who work hard to share the joy of golf with our neighbors for over 90 years. To find your local PGA professional, visit phillypga.com. Brought to you by the Philadelphia section of the PGA.
We are the experts in the game and business of golf.
Well, all the flags today here at Lookaway have the Think Gray Support Brain Cancer Awareness flag on each hole. And what a way to close out our show this week on Inside Golf. The 18th hole at Lookaway Golf Club. Arguably the toughest final hole in the Philadelphia area. Anybody that's been here knows all about number 18 at Lookaway. And anybody who has played or heard about the Renk Foundation knows all about the great work the foundation has done now for 7 years, helping the families of pediatric brain cancer patients at the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. I'm Harry Donahue. It's always a pleasure to be here at Lookaway. And remember, no matter how bad it's going for you out there, don't pick up. We'll see you next time on Inside Golf. Inside Golf, now celebrating its 20th season, is presented by Destination Montco Golf. 54 courses, 300,000 yards. Check them out at montcogolf.com. By the First Tee of Philadelphia. The First Tee helps young men and women become better golfers, but most important, better people. Get involved. Visit thefirsttphiladelphia.org. By the Golf Association of Philadelphia, GAP, celebrating amateur golf since 1897. By Jersey Man Magazine, it's a Jersey way of life. And by Philly Man Magazine, bringing it to Broad Street. And by Inside Golf's partner since 1998, the Philadelphia Section PGA, experts in the game and business of golf. Take time to thank your local PGA golf professional.